Hey everybody, and welcome to the GDC 2023 recap. My name is Chris Melissinos. I'm the Principal Evangelist for the video game industry at AWS. And just got back from GDC, and what an amazing conference it was this year. Now, this is my 23rd GDC. And it is as exciting and vibrant and creative as it's ever been. And in fact, for the past couple of years, we've had a much smaller number of people coming to GDC due to the global pandemic. A lot of it was done virtually for the 2 years prior to last year. But this year, with more than, I believe, 26 or 28,000 people in attendance, it felt like old GDC. It felt like coming home again, and I was super excited to be there with my AWS colleagues to walk the show floor, find amazing technology, talk to game developers and some industry luminaries about the things they're most excited about and the things that they're working on. So I thought that I would do a recap, and let's get started by heading out to GDC. So I came down here to the convention center this morning thinking that maybe it would be okay time to go ahead and get my badge instead of doing it yesterday. Well, I arrived here at the Moscone Convention Center this morning, and let's go ahead and check out the line that is now waiting to get into this year's GDC 2023. So I think it's safe to say the conference is really back. So. So the thing about hosting GDC in a city like San Francisco is that there's always a ton of different places to go ahead and find a spot to get something to eat, have some meetings, or get early morning or really late night or really early morning meals. One of the ones that's a staple every year at GDC is, of course, Mel's Drive-In, which we're walking past right here. Here we are at Mel's Drive-In and Diner. Obviously not a drive-in here downtown San Francisco, but as you can see, the lines are always completely packed up inside of Mel's, and you come and find people from all over the industry during GDC having, again, those early morning, really early morning or very late night meetings to discuss making awesome video games we all love to play. So yes, I'm sitting here having breakfast with my good friend Neil Haldar. Neil, say hello.
Hello, everybody.
And Neil, you work for?
Streamline Studios.
Streamline Studios. You can tell me the biggest game or two that Streamline Studios has done?
Wow. What is public that I can tell you about, Chris? What I would tell you is we had the opportunity and we still have the incredible luck to be working with the good folks at CDPR, at CD Projekt Red, helping them with their Cyberpunk series.
That is amazing. All right, so now, GDC. This is what GDC for you?
Maybe 22, 21.
Okay,
It's been a long time.
All right, and what would you say are the top like 2 or 3 things you're most excited about for GDC this year?
Oh, wow. Well, of course, we're all getting back together. It's always great to see friends, colleagues, and industry, amazing, smart people. Once again, that's great. Like my good friend Chris here. Probably the second thing I'm looking forward to is really seeing sort of the really amazing innovation from indie developers and seeing like how they're thinking about solving the problem of interactive entertainment. And then number 3, to be perfectly honest, I think that cloud gaming and the ability for cloud instanced gaming is something that us old timers are still learning a lot about, and we need to get really serious about because it has the power to fundamentally change our industry.
Awesome. 3 awesome things to look forward to at GDC 2023 with my good buddy Neil Haldar. And this was the best way to start GDC this year. So thanks, buddy. It's great
You're
to
welcome.
see you.
Thanks, Chris.
All
Thanks,
right.
everybody.
So important meeting spots taking place directly across the street from where GDC is held, Moscone Center, is the W Hotel. So you can always find people in here lounging, having a drink, catching up with friends, discussing business inside of the W. And that is all day, all night during GDC. So let's go ahead and see who's inside the lobby right now. All right, so I just said we're walking into the lobby here at the W, and who did I run into? Some amazing people at GDC this year. So please introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Chris from Heroic Labs. Hi, I'm Alim, also from Heroic Labs.
Heroic Labs, awesome partner
Hey,
with AWS.
I'm Rahul at AWS.
At AWS?
Yeah.
I'm Christina from AWS as well.
That's right, Christina just joined us how long ago?
5 months ago.
5 months ago, so still kind of new, but not really, right? So there'll be a quiz later. Anyway, so we're not gonna go to make our way all the way back in the lobby yet. I'm gonna stay and talk to these fine folks for just a few minutes. So we'll be back with more GDC 2023. All right, so every conference needs a central hub, a place we can go to pretty much any time, day or night, and see people that not only run GDC, but industry luminaries that are hanging out and catching up with each other and discussing the future of video games. And for GDC San Francisco, that happens to be at the Marriott Marquis, right next to the Moscone Center. And again, you could come into the lobby anytime, day or night during the week of GDC and catch with people that founded the industry all the way to brand new developers looking to make their mark on the global video game industry. It's a lot of fun, pretty tiring, and totally amazing.
Hey, I'm Raf Koster from Playable Worlds, and we make most of the live online worlds ever.
That's right. Now
Yeah.
this is GDC what for you? We're in 2023. How many GDCs is this for you, Raf?
I don't know, 25 or more. Do you count GDC Primes, GDC Austins?
I'll count them all, buddy.
GDC China, then I'm probably almost at 40 GDC events.
40 GDCs, and over that entire time, Raf's also worked on some of the biggest and amazing massive multiplayer games like Ultima Online and Star Wars Galaxies. And now Playable Worlds is kind of set to reimagine what those virtual worlds, those massive worlds can absolutely be. So I'm excited about learning more about it when you guys are ready, but it's so good to catch up with you here at GDC.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking
My
time to talk
pleasure.
with us.
Absolutely.
All right. So another awesome place during GDC is the urban Buena Gardens. So you can see as I spin around here, we have a lot of people enjoying the weather here in San Francisco, staying outside in the sun and filling up this whole park. Absolutely amazing. Hey everybody, I'm here with Steve Cottom, the CEO of Antstream and an AWS partner. So Steve, how's it going?
Awesome, good to be here. Obviously, just arrived, so just kind of getting into the swing of things.
Exactly. First day at GDC, not even with the expo open up yet, but already the meetings are happening fast. Everybody is catching up with some caffeine and some jet lag. So why don't you tell us real quickly, what does Antstream do?
So Antstream Arcade is the largest collection of retro games. You can go in, you can play, you can compete with your friends. If you want to get Pac-Man, Space Invaders and show all your friends that you're the best in the world at that, Andstream's the place to do it.
Awesome. And of course, you're speaking my language, classic retro games. That is my wheelhouse. So anybody that wants to go in and play and get challenged, let's go at it. All right, so tell me, Steve, GDC, how many GDCs is this for you?
Oh my word. I've been coming since about 2015. So obviously, apart from the little gap with COVID, I try and get over here every year.
That is awesome. And then, what are you looking forward to most at GDC this year? Is there anything in particular that you wanted to check out? I think you mentioned something to me before we got on camera.
Oh yeah, so we're going to go check out the Retro Zone. We're also going to go and catch up with the gaming history guys over the bridge. Really looking forward to seeing that. But we're just here to kind of connect with partners, whether that's our content partners, our distribution partners, just reconnect with everybody and just make things happen.
Steve, it's awesome seeing you, buddy. Thanks for being an awesome AWS partner, and more to come from GDC 2023.
Looking forward to it. Cheers, Chris.
Cheers to you. Everybody, I'm here with my awesome friend Mike from Digital Eclipse. Mike, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. And despite the weather, despite all the craziness, the bomb cyclone, I'm doing pretty good.
Exactly. Unfortunately, the event last night took a little bit of a side turn, but I didn't get a chance to come see you, but I'm thrilled to see you now.
Yes,
so thanks for taking a few minutes with us. So, Mike, tell us what you do at Digital Eclipse.
Well, I'm president for Digital Eclipse, but I pretty much touch everything we work on. I do engineering, I do art, I do design, and this sort of thing. But what we focus on we hate to use the word collection. We do like celebrations of key moments or key franchises or key people in the game industry. So they're kind of like these documentary games or docu-games sort of things. And so with that in mind, what we do are basically like remasters, reimaginings, re-releases, and basically kind of like new twists on things all meshed together. And the epitome of that was basically Atari 50th anniversary.
Wait a minute, Atari 50th anniversary? Why, perhaps
What? Are you wearing an Atari? Atari 50th anniversary
What?
shirt?
Oh my goodness gracious.
So I don't even need to explain this to you.
Not to me.
Yeah, but to everybody else here. But ultimately, we felt like the game industry should be the ones telling the history of games, not other media.
Yeah.
So that's kind of our big push right now, is like creating interactive documentaries that focus on these key moments in games and key people in games. Atari 50 is an example of that because it's celebrating 50 years of Atari, and how do you create a narrative to explain that to new generations of people who've never experienced Atari the way we experienced it growing up.
Right.
And so to do that is really challenging, and it involved a lot of work, but ultimately we have this sort of like, I always look at it as almost like a hyper card kind of thing that we kind of built out to give you pieces of history in the way you want to dissect them and digest them in any way you want to move through these historical timelines. And you can go through and you can see a game, you can read about it, you can look at the box like you would in the car when you come home from Toys R Us, look at all the stuff, read the manuals, and then just jump right into the game from there. And with all that context, it makes the game experience that much more exciting and more fun for people who've never played it.
Yeah, and it's adding all the context to the games you play, where they sat in time, why they were important, and how they kind of fit into those history timelines.
Exactly.
All right, but he's also too modest to actually talk about all the amazing stuff this man has done and led throughout the many years that I've known you and that the industry has known you. Mike and his team were one of the first groups to actually start doing emulation on the Mac way back in the days.
Way back when. That was the first commercial emulation ever done, and it led to and inspired the main team. What they did.
Amazing. And something you may not know, but the first game he programmed on a store display was Moon Patrol.
Yes.
I believe that's right.
That's right. I made a Moon Patrol version on a Commodore 64 at a Kmart display.
Absolutely amazing. Awesome work. Incredible collection. Mike, thanks for taking time talking to me today.
This is awesome.
All right, more from GDC 2023. here with Nolan Bushnell. I mean, people always say this person needs no introduction. You don't, but I'm going to do it anyway because the things you made influenced not only my life growing up and a passion around video games, but also when we did the Art of Video Games exhibition at the Smithsonian, Nolan came out to give the opening keynote, which was...
It was great fun.
It was great fun. And from Atari to Androbot to... Chuck E. Cheese to just so many different companies, so many pieces of technology. You have left an indelible mark on the interactive entertainment industry and the way we play in the world. And now you're involved in a new venture called Moxie.
Yeah.
You want to tell me a little bit about that?
Well, you got to understand, I'm driven by a very short attention span. So, no, but Moxie is a platform that will allow people to compete for money. And these are games of skill, and you will sign up your favorite game, and now I can play you for X amount of money, and it's all taken care of by our platform so that the winner gets paid and the loser has to pay.
All right. So, but I think what's really great about this too, and understanding what Moxie is about, is this seamless integration into a variety of games. So it's not trying to figure out, your way around wallets and this and that and how things connect. You've removed that.
The whole idea is no friction.
Right. Exactly.
And I've found throughout the world, if you can make it easy, you can win.
Right. And that's the thing. People want to be able to play. So it's our job as technologists, as inventors, as people building games and game frameworks to enable anybody to be able to play at any skill level, right? So
correct.
The more people we have playing, the happier the world is.
Well, I used to say that when you're at leisure, your IQ drops, but that's probably not nice.
Yeah, well, mine may be hitting the bottom then.
Me too.
Well, it is so wonderful to see you, as always. Thank you so much for your time. And again, thanks for all your contribution to an industry and an art form and, that have just impacted millions and millions of people's lives over many years. So.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
That's right. Oh, yeah, and also, Atari 50th collection. Here we're rocking some OG Atari.
I've got one of these. I should have worn it today. We could have been twins.
We could have been twins, absolutely. All right, so I've been here with Nolan Bushnell, and more coming from GDC 2023. Thanks, Nolan.
Thank you.
So those are just some of the highlights from the 2023 Game Developers Conference. Now, there was much more that I wanted to share, but unfortunately, that footage was lost due to a memory card that got corrupted during editing. Footage from the South Hall, interviews with indie developers, footage from the Independent Game Festival, the Alt Control GDC area, and more. However, I will be interviewing some of these developers on future programming on our AWS Game Tech channels on Twitch and YouTube. More info on that to come. Now make sure that you check out the AWS Game Tech post GDC blog at the link below to find out more about AWS's presence at the show, information about our 6 speaking sessions, services updates, and guidance releases that will help you to stand up persistent world game hosting, live ops services, AI, ML models, and a whole lot more. I want to thank all of my colleagues from AWS that joined us at GDC this year to make it an incredibly successful show. Thank you to all of our partners, customers, game developers, artists, visionaries, technologists that make the games that bring the world together to play. At AWS Game Tech, we believe it's our responsibility to help any developer of any size deliver their games to a global audience securely, reliably, and cost-effectively. Check out the links that were provided in this video or reach out to your AWS Game Tech representative to find out more. Thank you for spending time with me in this recap of GDC 2023, and we'll see you soon.